black dogs record their nasty surprise for drowning disabled man but go free for sick reason. This is what happens to a society when it doesn't teach the value of life. Authorities in Cocoa, Florida say that 32-year-old Jamel Dunn, who was disabled, drowned in a Florida pond last week. His body was found on July 14, just 2 days after his fiancée had reported him missing. But what makes this case really sickening is the fact that late last week, a friend of the Dunn family came across a very disturbing video on social media and forwarded it to authorities in Brevard County. In the video published by the Florida Today newspaper Thursday evening, shows Dunn drowning as you hear teens laughing and poking fun as he splashes in the water and screams for help. The teens are heard saying "Get out the water, you gonna die," while another yells, "Ain't nobody fixing to help you, you dumb hash." In the final part of the video you can clearly see Dunn disappears under the water as one of the teens says, "Oh, he just died." Investigators later said none of the teens, who are all between the ages of 14 and 16 years, even bothered to call 911 to report Dunn's drowning or even tried to help him in any way. Jamel Dunn left behind his fiancée and two small daughters ages 11 and 6. He had no life insurance, so the family has started a GoFundMe page in order to pay for his girls' educations. USA Today reports. Police said a group of teens filmed the dying moments of a 32-year-old man last week, mocking, cursing and laughing as the man drowned in a pond. The Brevard County, Florida, State Attorney's Office released the video to Florida Today, a member, like USA Today, of the USA Today network, and called the incident a tragedy and said the teen's lack of action had no moral justification. The minute-long video, which police called extremely disturbing, found its way to social media and depicts the unidentified teens ages 14 to 16 off camera, laughing as the man screamed for help before going under in the murky water just after noon on July 9. There were no calls to 911 from the teens. Instead, police later found the badly decomposed body of the man identified as Jamel Dunn on July 12. Police said the man drowned and foul play was not suspected. They were telling him they weren't going in after him and that you shouldn't have gone in there, said Yvonne Martinez, spokeswoman for the Cocoa Police Department. He started to struggle and scream for help and they just laughed. They didn't call the police. They just laughed the whole time. He was just screaming for someone to help him. The teens were identified and questioned by detectives but probably will not face charges because they were not directly involved, nor are there any Good Samaritan laws that would be applicable in the case, police said. Police also added that there appeared to be little remorse from the teens. Detectives noted that one of the teens stared ahead during the questioning, even though his mother sat next to him in tears, distraught at the situation he was involved in, Martinez said. There was no remorse, only a smirk, Martinez said. The case also was reviewed by the state attorney's office but could not find any criminal act on the part of the teens for failing to either call police or help the man another way. While the incident depicted on the recording does not give rise to sufficient evidence to support criminal prosecution under Florida's statutes, we can find no moral justification for either the behavior of persons heard on the recording or the deliberate decision not to render aid to Mr. Dunn, the state attorney's office said in a statement. We are deeply saddened and shocked at both the manner in which Mr. Dunn lost his life and the actions of the witnesses to this tragedy. Police said Dunn turned up at the pond after an argument with his fiancée about 10 to 15 minutes before the incident. The kids were at the park that day smoking marijuana and apparently saw him walk into the water. He walked in on his own. They were watching him, Martinez said. Dunn waded into the water from the west side as the teens watched from the south side of the pond. They just started recording what happened and watched until he died, Martinez said. Everybody is just horrified by the stunt. This has to be one of the most heartbreaking displays of disregard for human life that I have ever seen. Who is teaching these children? Do they even have parents at home? And if they do, who are these people? Maybe these teens don't know how to swim, but to record the death of this poor man and taunt him without even the attempt to call the police? I just can't even fathom of thought. I wonder what kind of backlash we would be seeing if the kids laughing in this video wouldn't have been African American. Please share if you agree these teens should be charged with thrown in jail for this thought. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.